Hello again, and welcome back to the channel. We're running a bit low on the bigger size sinkers, so we have decided to mold a few this morning and thought we would share the process with you. We're doing it the primitive way today, using a wood fire as the heat source, and that's because we're burning some sausage afterwards. Using a gas burner would definitely be the more productive way to go. We would usually use a ladle to melt the lead in, but today any old tin can will do.
Off all the excess off of our melted lead.
Take extra care when melting lead. Pay attention to what you are doing. Accidents can result in serious burns.
Make sure that the mold
Before you start pouring the lead into the mold, it needs to be hot enough to run freely. If it's not hot enough, it will start solidifying before you finish the pour, resulting in deformed sinkers when you open the mold. Heat the mold up a bit before you start pouring. It will give the lead a better flow into the mold.
That's a lot. See in the
These
pot.
all the tools that you're using. Pliers.
Remember to keep any liquids, like water, far away from the molten lead. The reaction is explosive and will cause serious injury.
Only need the cutter. Like if it's
So our methods are a little bit primitive. Very careful.
Before you start pouring the lead, scoop off the slick and unwanted metal bits.
my one is
They
not
will block the top of the mold when you are pouring if you don't. Get a good grip on the tin and pour carefully. Loosen the overflow before the lead sets to hard. The mold will be a lot easier to open.
Get that opened up. Here we go, another tube.
Keep a few tools at hand, like vice grips, screwdriver, side
Sure,
cutters,
it's
and a
ever
few pairs of
loose
pliers to
stuff.
make the job of removing and cleaning
you
the
put it
sinkers easier.
back there.
Okay. While your mold is hot,
A good
get
pair of
rhythm.
gloves to protect your hands is a must. Don't forget, everything is flippin' hot. Once the lead and mold are to temperature, the process goes faster and the
You need to
sinkers
cut it
keep
to
coming.
trim the sinker.
Yes.
Before you know it, you've got a decent pile of fresh sinkers. Keep the rhythm going until the
proper
molten
grip
lead
on
is
the lead.
finished or you have enough sinkers.
Open that up.
Lead fumes are toxic, so always do your sinkers in a well-ventilated
It
area.
must be not wet.
No,
Otherwise,
We do our best not to scratch or gouge the inside of the mold, trying to keep it as smooth as possible for the formed sinker to release easily. Scratches and gouges give the lead something to hold on to, making it more difficult to release the sinker
very
from the
dangerous.
mold.
Just make. And also the water.
After pouring the lead, let it cool for a few seconds before opening the mold. If the mold is opened too soon, the lead will still be soft and the sinkers
Like
will
this one
break
here?
when you open the mold.
I can't cut it with a knife.
Is that like going on a blunt knife to the fire?
Yeah.
And while it's still warm.
We got the rhythm going and produced around 50 sinkers, enough for the
It's too
next
big,
few months.
So I use the,
AV has also found his groove trimming the sinkers.
and then the rest I use the knife to make it smoother.
You can see the lead's nice and hot. You can see it coming through there.
AV is trimming the excess lead and sharp edges off of the sinkers using a blunt knife. It works well. You can use whatever you choose to. If it works, use it.
Okay, let's loosen up.
You gotta be careful with a knife.
Is that what the people need to know?
Yeah.
You have to be very.
We are
bring
using
a
old
blunt
wheel
knife
weights to
the
make
fire.
our sinkers. It's fortunate we know someone that can supply us on a regular basis.
Get
We
them
appreciate
ready
you.
For the next one.
The sinker molds we use are available at most tackle shops.
Old knife.
Oh, so it's the main thing. Yes, yeah. Knock that off while it's still warm. perfect sinkers. Okay, I'll take it from here. Form sinkers. Keep your lead hot. Keep your lead hot, guys. Keep going.
You can do this too. There's not much to it. Just keep it safe and the equipment you need is minimal. Stuff you have in the garage.
Maybe we'll get them out the... Maybe get them out the mold for us quickly.
Back in the day we used to get together on a bad weather weekend and have a production line going. 3 or 4 molds going. 2 guys pouring. We made hundreds in one sitting, enough to last for guys a few years. I think I still have a few 30-year-old sinkers around.
Okay, we're down again. Another 2 before our fire goes down. Okay, so before we start, there we go. I'm sure we'll be able to get a few more out of that.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Time to tidy up and get down to the beach. Thanks for watching. Until next time.